Good, you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another banger. Welcome to the Life of Nyx. If you are new, welcome in, fairy babe. If you're not, what's good, gang? Welcome back. Also, from the thumbnail, you already know this is a makeup routine, so without further ado, let's go. Alright, the first thing I always do with my makeup, everyday makeup, is make sure I do a really good skincare routine, which I already did this morning. That's why my face is kind of shiny. That Snail Mucin, yeah, if you don't got it, go ahead and get that, girl. That is Miss Girl. That's going to give you that icky glass skin look. I use a lot of e.l.f. products, and I always like to start my eyebrows. But before I conceal my eyebrows, I like to use e.l.f. Brow Lift and their e.l.f. what is this, brow lift applicator. So these two pair really good together, and I like that it has a spatula on the end of it. So I do this before I prime my face, just because I don't want any excess on here. And I normally do use a mirror in front of me too, because girl, if you can do your makeup without a mirror, I applaud you. But I like to just go in, brush my eyebrows up. I do save some for the other brow. And y'all see my hair pinned right now? That's because I really have been loving the heatless curl look. But enough on that. Like I said, it has a spatula on the end of it, so that's going to be the best part about this e.l.f. brow lift, is that it pairs really good with this. And this is just gonna help me get my brow shape on point, so I like to do that. And I do it to the other side. Now that my brows are nice and sculpted, I do like to go back in with a e.l.f. brow pencil, and they look something like this. I do have another one, but I don't know where it is. This is in the color, this is their Instant Lift Brow Pencil Crayon, and I don't see the shade on there or whatever, but this is going to be the shade. It's kind of like a dark brown, and I just like to go in and touch up the front of my brow, so I kind of get like the sculpted brow look, and just fill in my brows on this side as well, and then kind of drag out the tail. Also, today we're going to be answering questions, because I asked you guys what y'all wanted to see. Now that that's done, I'm going to grab the questions and come back and conceal my brow. The concealer that I use is also by e.l.f. Like I said, I use a lot of e.l.f. products in my everyday makeup routine, just because when I started doing makeup, e.l.f. was kind of starting to pop, and it's really affordable. You can find it at Walmart, Target, Amazon, TikTok Shop now. Like, you can get it anywhere. This is in the shade Tan Walnut, so it's bright, but it's not too bright. And pro tip for all of my babes learning how to do makeup, for beginner makeup, let your concealer dry down a little bit. So I go in right under my brow, just like that, and try to get the closest. Look, I try to work with my natural brow, so I'm not like giving a shade that wasn't there already. I'm just kind of like filling in and kind of cleaning up the excess. The first question that you guys asked me, do I hate anybody? Girl, to hate anybody is blasphemy. I just feel like it takes too much time. So, short answer, no, I do not hate anybody. I do not have a hate bone in my body. Now, that's not to say that people don't irritate me, because they definitely do. Yeah, they definitely do. But when you're doing your eyebrows, let your concealer dry down. So, y'all gonna see me use this fan pretty much for every step in my makeup routine, and this is just me looking in the mirror to make sure that my brows are the closest they're gonna be to twins, because everybody know eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Now that that's done, what I like to do is also go in with a beauty blender that is pointed. This one is specifically by e.l.f. too. It is their concealer sponge or whatever, and like I said, I dry my concealer down, because if it's too wet to move around, then you got all this concealer over here. Our next question is, am I busy this weekend? I mean, it's the weekend. It's Saturday. I'm sitting in front of y'all. Y'all are important, so I consider myself to be busy. Anyways, next question. Next question is, how does it feel to be famous? I don't consider myself to be famous. Ironically enough, I still consider myself to be a micro influencer. Kind of like just influencer now. I'm not famous. I don't consider myself to be famous. Y'all are like family. Like we're sisters. You're my bestie. What else do you want? The next question after that was, how was my upbringing? How was my upbringing? Child, I'm 1 out of 5. And I'm the only girl. This is just Morphe setting spray. Jumbo continuous setting spray. Nothing too, you know, extra. But it does smell good though. And I'm just going to blend my brows out. Blend down, not up. Because we already got that line. So we're just going in and tapping. We're not going in and dragging nothing. If you drag anything, it's going to give you clown. So don't drag. Just tap. Tap to cover my whole eyelid. Because obviously we're going to do shadow. And it's a everyday makeup routine. So we're not going to do nothing crazy. I'm just going to use my normal eyeshadow that I use. But my upbringing, it was pretty solid. I would say I didn't have a bad childhood. But definitely being one of the girls and no sisters and stuff, I would say it was pretty chaotic. I stayed into it with my brothers and stuff. But that didn't stop nothing. Yeah. Once your brows are done, you pretty much are set to go and do whatever it is that you want to do with your face. But the brows, for me, I don't know if this is true for anybody else, but the brows take the longest amount of time for whatever it is, because you want them to kind of be perfect. You don't want to do too much with your brows. You want them to kind of be snatched, okay? But yeah, just blend it out with a beauty blender. I conceal a middle too, because I'm gonna conceal my forehead anyway. So why not use what's already on my face or already on the sponge instead of getting more product and making my face look cakey. This is the like I was saying, Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster for Radiant Skin by e.l.f. It is in the shade Tan Deep or 6. And I just put a little bit. You don't need too much. Hold on, let me clear y'all out. You don't need too much. I normally use like 6 swipes, 3 on each side, and then just a little bit on my nose, a little bit above my lip, and a little bit on my chin. Now, it really never made sense to me to put makeup all the way down your neck. For what? What are you putting makeup all the way down your neck for? That just don't make sense to me. Because if it match up here, then it should match down here, if that makes sense. Now that we have our foundation on, foundation's foundation, it is a liquid, so you don't really got to do too much with it. But I do like to blend it out instead of using a beauty blender, because for a foundation, I feel like a beauty blender really sucks up product, and we don't want it to suck up our foundation. So we're going to use a brush. This is the Foundation Beauty Blender by Real Techniques in 213. Can y'all see that? And I just like to just buff it out, really. Let's go to our next question. Our next question is, what's my next subscriber milestone? 10K. 10K. You can't really do nothing on social media until you got 10K. Make sure your foundation is blended out. I said we're not going to our next, so I literally just blended it out to the end of my cheek. Just like that. And then go up the sides a little bit. Not cutting off my eyebrows. And then down the nose. And like, we do have concealer up here, so I like to just go in and start buffing. Look, I'm tapping and I'm not dragging. My next, like I was saying, my next milestone for subscribers is 10K. We hit 5K. I know we still need to celebrate, so don't get on me. But yeah. Once your foundation is done, child, you don't need a lot of nothing. A lot of people like to underpaint. Totally not necessary when you're using more liquid products. And I normally would use like a concealer correct, like an orange concealer correct, to just get rid of my dark marks or to conceal my dark marks a little bit further. But yeah. And I should have brought it down a little bit more right here. Alright. So now that we got that, and we're starting to look like something again. Y'all, I skipped a very important step. Because why are you rushing? I do prime my face with the Power Grip Primer 4% nicotinamide. I don't know how to say that. But if you know how to say that, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I normally prime my face with this. This is the best primer. Kind of like a dupe for the Milk primer. So yeah. I use She Glam contour, which by the way, I just found out like She Glam was kind of like a spin-off to Shein clothes or whatever you want to call that online store. I use this because this is better than, I mean, anything else I found for contour. Contour sticks are nice, but this is good too. A little bit. It is highly pigmented. This is in the shade Earthy Sepia. I do go on my nose. And if you want a snatch nose, just go up to your eyebrows. You're going to blend into your eyebrows anyway. So yeah. What's our next question? Oh, it says it's not really a question. Hold on. It's not really a question. Not really a question, but I really love your content. Keep it up. Oh, that just made me smile. That made my day. Thank you. Thank you. Blending out our contour with a chiseled angled, what is this, angled brush. I spray setting spray on it and then blend up, because you should not be blending down for your concealer. I mean, not concealer, contour. You should be blending up. So I just blend up, blend up, blend up. Just like that. I do drag it down just a little bit to my mouth, but not too much. Kind of fill in a space that I did not put any. And now we looking mad shiny. People like, oh my goodness, your makeup is so greasy. You're greasy. Like, can I set my face first? Question is, what is your goals for life goals for 2024? My life goals for 2024, if y'all don't know, now y'all know. I am in service, and for as long as I can remember, I have wanted to be a doctor. So I am currently gathering information to commission, and all that means is to go be an officer in the Navy and go back to school. Go back to school to get my MD or my OD, and whichever I choose. I am gonna, my bad y'all, I skipped a step, is conceal my nose just a little bit. You don't need too much, just it. I'm gonna let it dry down. Like I was saying, I really want to go to school to be a doctor. So my goals this year as far as life goals is to go ahead and put in a package to commission and apply to med school, because honestly I feel like I haven't wasted time, but I've been trying to get the perfect score, the perfect everything, and instead of actually applying. And the more time I spend in preparation, the less time I'm spending getting to where I want to actually be. So that is the life goal. Obviously, content wise, grow to 10K on YouTube, TikTok, mainly Instagram. I feel like I've grown significantly, but that's not my main platform. YouTube is the money maker, honestly, and I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it to share my story with you guys, keep y'all informed on stuff that I feel like happens in my everyday life that y'all would like to know about. Obviously, I'm a makeup content creator, so showing y'all the latest products and stuff of that sort, but also getting my life together. I turned 25 at the end of last year, and it just kind of gave me a new perspective on things and where I should want to be by now, you know. But also keeping myself humble and knowing that I grow at my own pace. So that is what my goals are. I also got asked, why do I wear makeup when I don't need makeup? The reason I wear makeup is not because I feel like I need makeup, y'all. That's my camera's dying. Let me change my battery out. Okay, I'm back. My camera had died, but I had to get a new battery. So next part is just putting concealer in my T-zone area. T-zone is going to be this area right here, and like literally the top strike of a T down. That's your T-zone. So putting a little concealer right here, a little concealer right here, and then obviously on my eyes. But before I use this concealer, which is Tan Walnut, I use a lighter one on the inner corners because I like a bright under eye. And this one is actually the Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. And then this is the 16-hour camo concealer, correct camo concealer, 16 hours. This is in the shade Tan Sand. So Tan Walnut, Tan Sand. I put a little bit in the corner of my eye. And on the outer, whatever you want to call it, other part of my eye, I drag it just a little bit that way. That's it for concealer. You're done. I already concealed my nose. Again, let your concealer dry. What I was saying, I don't need makeup, obviously. I would say more than not, I don't have makeup on. One, you can't really wear makeup like that in a service. Two, like, you're just not going to be able to wear makeup all the time. I wake up too early to put makeup on my face. Makeup is more so like a therapy for me than it is something that I need. A good 90%, I don't have makeup on. So when y'all see me with makeup on and y'all see me on social media, it's because I'm de-stressing. That's really what it is. I'm de-stressing. I find it super therapeutic to sit in front of a camera or in front of my mirror and do my makeup and get pretty, because there should not be a reason that you need to get pretty for. And all makeup is highlighting and accentuating my beauty that's already there. That is what makeup is for. It's not to shape shift you into another person. It's not to do X, Y, Z. No. It is to highlight and enhance the beauty you already have. Remember that. My contour is setting in. Before I blend it out, I'm going to go into the Creamy Contour palette by e.l.f. And this is on the darker side. I wish I had more information to give y'all, but it literally has nothing on the back. That's all it says is the e.l.f. Contour Cream Contour Palette. And I have been using this too. I really like this shade, but I use this one for my bronzer. So I just literally put it in the spot that I normally would put my bronzer and bronze cool down so it's not too bright. And I also put a little bit of contour on my forehead, because after you didn't brighten everything up, you kind of want to tone everything down so you know it matches your skin tone. And I don't use too much. So yeah, if you guys do have any more questions for me, I will make sure I link something below so y'all can ask me questions. And if you haven't already, if you are watching my video and you want to start a YouTube channel, please do it by all means. YouTube is not as scary as people be trying to make it seem. It is literally you talking to your bestest friend in the whole wide world, or you talking to yourself, whichever makes you feel more comfortable. And just getting to know that person better. It's really nothing more to it than that. I am going to blend my concealer out with the Complexion Blender brush by Real Techniques. If y'all haven't noticed the trend, all my brushes are by Real Techniques. If you want to start that channel and you haven't already, this is your sign to start that channel, babe. Like, there is money to be made. There is somebody out there who wants to hear your story, I promise. I did not really feel like I was making an impact on YouTube until recently. And that's not even like, oh my goodness, I'm starting to gain subscribers. No, I've lost like 1,000 subscribers. I only know that because of YouTube Studio. But when I tell you that I literally did not realize I had that much impact on people until I started actually going back and reading the comments and seeing what y'all say. So please leave comments down below so that I can answer them. Like, y'all matter. I know what I was trying to say. Even when you feel like you're not impacting somebody, or your videos are not getting the views, or you're getting the traffic to your channel that you would like to see, does not mean that nobody is watching your channel. That just means that it's not being documented, or they might see your content elsewhere. So stay humble, stay open to the possibilities, and don't be deteriorated if you're not getting the views that you want to see thus far. Because baby, less than 6 months ago I was at 100 subscribers. So the fact that I got here is really blasphemy. Now the next part of everything, before I set, let me find my setting powder. I recently got the She Glam in the light pink. So this is what I've been using to set my face. And I use a Triangle Beauty sponge to set my face. I'm just gonna pour a little bit into the lid. We don't bake, right? Because our concealer, I don't know why I keep wanting to say contour. Our concealer is our shade, right? Or it's where we want it to be. Get a triangle, dust off the rest. Triangle, what is this? Powder puff, and literally conceal your face. And that's going to tone everything down a lot. A lot. Please, if y'all have questions, don't hesitate to ask me, whether it be about makeup, whether it be about my everyday life. I know I posted, what was it? What did I say? I posted my Navy birthday stuff, so I did answer or give y'all tips on military stuff. But if y'all have any questions in regards to anywhere else, you're going to put setting powder anywhere you put liquid products. So all your bro, if you say contour one more time, where you put all your concealer, you're going to literally set that. Yeah, and I really like that I got a light pink one. And then what I also like to do is take my big fluffy brush and set the rest of my face. Set the rest of my face. So now that you look a little crazy. Or what do they got going on outside? Once that's done, you are good to go. Psych. You got like 5 other steps you gotta do. No. The only 2 steps or 3 steps we have left is blush. I said 3, I meant 4. Blush, eyeshadow, highlights, and lips. Once I finish setting my face, I just go ahead with a setting spray and just marinate all of that in. Like I said, I'm using the Continuous Spray Jumbo by Morphe. And you really don't even need that much, but baby, set. In between too. I'm gonna let that dry down. And I'm gonna come back for blush. Alright, this is what we got so far. Blush moment. Now, normally I would be using the Juvia's Place, but I got this one recently. This is new put out from e.l.f. It is in the shade Coral Crush. And I ain't gonna go crazy, because y'all see how pigmented that is, right? You only need a little bit. Just a little bit. I do like to put a little blush on my nose. And now that we looking like a clown for real, I take a densed brush. This is the Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques. And literally just, I don't know what this motion is called, swipe. And then because I am using a blush that is a liquid, I'm going to go back and use a powder to set it. And y'all see how pigmented that is. Like, I love it. But it's not too much, you know? People be looking crazy with their blush. Child, not me. Y'all see it. Kind of giving borderline cold girl makeup, but I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Yeah. And then after that, I'm just going to take this kind of random. It is the Color Vision Professional Pandora Magical Palette. It's for eyeshadow, but I use it to set my blush. And I'm just going to take, I dropped it, hold on. I'm just going to take another blush brush that I have and just literally set it with a powder. And I'm just going into the darkest shade, so it's not taking too much away from the pigment that I used. I know that looks like a lot, bro, because I'm up close to y'all. But if I scoot back, then y'all see it. Y'all see it? Yeah. And then I also, y'all, that look like a lot. Hold on, make sure I'm not going crazy. I was not in fact going crazy, but it looks good. And then I use the Black Radiance. Okay, so that one is in a different bag that I take to work with me. So when I don't have that highlighter on me, what I use is an e.l.f. makeup palette, e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, and take one of the shimmers, and use it as what is it, highlight. And I'm going to use like a less fluffy but still fluffy brush to do that. I'm gonna go in here, so this more like golden one, rose gold look, and just swipe up and down with it. And I do like to have some on my nose as well. Give you that highlighter look. And then for eyeshadow, because I am in service, I keep saying I'm in service because it makes a big difference on how I do my everyday makeup versus how I would normally do my makeup. I'm going to go into a dark brown from the same palette that I use for my highlighter and just go on top of my lid and start blending that out. Do the same to the other side. And then I go in with a lighter brown towards the end. So I'm using a different palette. Towards the middle of my eyes. To get my everyday, what is this, eyeshadow look. Like that. Can y'all even see that? And I have lashes on, so I don't worry about mascara or nothing like that. And then, yeah. Next is lips. Brown liner all the way. Get a brown liner. This one is the Cream Lip Glide. I'll be dyslexic. It says Cream Glide Lip Liner by e.l.f. And we're just going to do as it is implied. And if y'all watched so far, girl, what is that? If y'all watched so far, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, and share this to somebody who might find this interesting. I don't know. Be careful. Let me sharpen it actually, because it was not sharpened, and that's why that happened. And also put down in the comments what y'all want to see in my next upcoming content. Literally no effort. No effort. Line, 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 line. And then, what was I saying? If y'all want to see like other stuff, me try different makeup looks, recreate looks, let me know. Did I get it all the way out? I think so. I have so many lippies, but my go-to lippy, Coral Fixation by e.l.f. It is the Glow Reviver Lip Oil. It does have pigment, but it's not too heavy. And it's too healed, because I bite my lips a lot, so I needed a reviver. Alright. We have made it to basically the end of this video. But I'm going to put my hair down and come back and show y'all the final results of how like everything coincides with each other. Alright, we have made it to the end of this video. Heatless curls are either a go or a no, and I feel like it's a no right now, but we got my everyday makeup routine out the way. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys will be using some of these products that I listed in this video. Also, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video with somebody who might enjoy it or find it useful, as well as turn on post notification bell so you don't miss out on next time your girl posts. And until next time, bestie, I'll see you later.